What it do, homies? So apparently I made a huge blunder in my first reaction to the Underworld, where I reacted to an assimilation of clips, if you will. I had no idea. You don't know what you don't know. But here we are again about to react to these three. This time we have the animations. Now, I have them in order. Underworld, No Longer You, and Monster. These should be the full songs. No more mistakes. Anyways, it's time to enjoy this as intended. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up.
Friends, Cersei's instructions were clear. No matter what we hear, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. My comrades, this land confuses your mind. So no matter who we find, full speed ahead until...
You know what's really cool is with the animations, we kind of get an idea of what the animators saw. In those little in-between sections, right, where there's pauses in the music, like when this person showed the perspiration or the worrying that the crew was facing and everything, right? It kind of gives you a whole nother idea. They do such a good job, and they work in such a short amount of time. Round of applause to all the people who animate this. I have some experience in animation, more specifically rotoscoping, and it's a pain. So big ups for you editors. Animators.
Till we find the prophet. Good.
Oh, the ship turn. Oh.
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. And here in the underworld, the past seems close behind. This land confuses your mind.
Wait, before it gets into this. Oh, you know, the ship turned upside down to kind of signal going into the spirit world. You know, Pirates of the Caribbean kind of did the same thing. I wonder how much of that movie inspiration that movie took from Odysee, right? Also, I'm just now realizing this. We got the spirits and everything, but the sound of the chains that's in there, right? To further reintroduce the shackling, that they're shackled, they're trapped in the underworld. That was a nice touch, Jorge.
When does a man become a monster? 558 men who died under your command. Captain, why would you let the Cyclops live when ruthlessness is mercy? All I hear are screams.
Hold on, who is this? A foreman?
Ruthlessness is mercy.
Wow. They're forming him, right? He's battling with himself, right? And of course, we bring back, you know, what Boyside into him, you know, ruthlessness is mercy and everything. But imagine being confronted with deaths that happened under your command all at once. That's enough to make anybody go absolutely crazy. I've never taken a life, you know, outside of like maybe some bugs, right, that were in my house. But that's pretty much it, right? You know, the death of the responsibility or the burden, you know, if you start having some remorse of the death that you have caused, right? Just one can be enough to God, man. Yeah, I'm just thinking of those that's in command who leads people in the battle. That is a very heavy burden. You know, it's probably some things people do, not necessarily daily, but people who served in the military, that can't be easy, right? Whew.
Would you let the Cyclops live when ruthlessness is mercy? All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, the past seems close behind. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night.
This life is amazing when you greet with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're
There's his friend.
no matter the place or
That's amazing. That even in the underworld, he's still helping him out.
Oh, jeez. That voice. It can't be. Mom?
Oh.
Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Even if you're the last thing I see, I'll be waiting.
I'm right here, Mom. Can't you see? I'm waiting. I took too long.
I'll always love you.
And ventured too
I'll stay in
far
your heart.
while you were
Waiting,
Oh no.
waiting.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, that's. Oh. The fact that he sees his mother down there means that she died while he was. Oh. Oh, that hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh my. That's tough. That's tough. Kind of felt that, man. You know, I have a good relationship with both of my parents, and I can only, both of them are still alive, God bless. And I can only imagine what would happen if I lost my mother. This is the part that I missed. Oh, that's, again, I'm not familiar with the story, the Odyssey story. So all of this is, all right. That's, okay.
Bye, Mom.
Oh, also, I am aware that, was it Jorge's mom that was singing as Odysseus' mom, which is beautiful.
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past is always close behind. Your past is always close behind. Down in the underworld.
Yeah, see, I realized the blunder that I made, not reacting to the full one. Don't worry about it, guys. As this continues, I will no longer make this mistake. But what I do want to know from you guys is, would you rather I wait till the animations come out, or do them as soon as Jorge releases them on his channel? The Underworld, that was a gut wrencher. Ooh, okay, no longer you. Oh, by the way, this was by Shing Queen. I'll leave a link like I always do. Make sure to go show him some love. All right, let's keep it going. No longer you. Gwendy. The prophet.
I am the prophet with the answers you seek. Time, I've unlocked it. I see past and future running free. There is a world where I help you get home, but that's not a world I know. What? I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try a final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Changed.
This can't be. We've suffered and sailed through the toughest of hells. Now you tell us our efforts for nothing. I see your palace covered in red, faces of men who had long believed you're dead.
for I see, right? Long believe you're dead. So, if he was to show up, given how long that he's been gone, right? When somebody believes that you're dead, especially if it goes on for a very, very long time, perceptions and stuff, stories change. Where if you come back, you're not even necessarily sure. And now we just learned that his mother passed away, right? So they're probably going to beat him down for not being there for that, not being there for Penelope. I like that. Okay. Also, geez, Jorge's voice, especially when he just starts fully singing. Come on now, man. I would go see this. If this was ever played when he finishes it, if he ever comes to my city, I need to go see it, because that would be one hell of a specter. Okay.
Long believed you're dead. I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies.
War changes you.
I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it all alive, but it's no longer you.
Jesus. Oh my goodness, bro. Ooh, y'all, powerful. Oh, bro, that sounded like some stuff out of Star Wars, man. I was halfway ready for him to pull out the lightsaber, man. Like he became the Sith. I don't know which one he is. I don't know if he's the one who has the power or the one who craves it. Because the rule of two, Sith, Darth Bane instituted that. But I was ready for him to join the dark side. But he said that's no longer you, given person, right? These experiences done made you into somebody else. And he also said he doesn't see you alive. So probably because of your actions and everything. But man, that production was nutty. The brass, the gravitas of it. That's what is that? French word? Is it French? Italian? Latin? Maybe? Okay. All right, you guys. Monster, here we are. Oh, wait. That last one was Gwendy, right? I already said that. And then we have lamp piracy. I've reacted to this person before. All right, let's go.
How has everything been turned against us? How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change? I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost.
Before we jump into this, when I think about the word prophet, right, they usually speak of things to come, right? That's pretty much their job. But what the prophet says doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen. They claim that they can peer into the future. Meeting that prophet was probably the best thing Odysseus could have done, because if he had gone on the stray that he was, then the story would have been different, right? And the only reason I'm thinking of that is because of the way that this opened up, right? He's starting to reflect, wondering and questioning why, instead of just moving forward.
I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me? What if I'm the monster? What if I'm in the wrong? What if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who killed you every time I cave to guilt? What if I've been far too kind to foes, but a monster to ourselves? What if I'm the monster? Is the Cyclops struck with guilt when he kills? Is he up in the middle of the night, Or does he end my men to avenge his friend and then sleep knowing he is done and right?
So I have heard this, right? Oh, and disclaimer for those of you, I think I said enough in the beginning that I've heard these before. It was just a wrong version of it. Obviously, I was missing some stuff, but I realized that my last reaction, his average watch time was only 3 minutes. So a lot of people didn't even reach the part of this where I broke it down. So I'll just pretty much go through it pretty briefly and let the song play. But as he's recounting these things, the way that it looks is that, you know, everybody is a monster in somebody's eyes, right? Because he starts giving, hey, he did this, but it was do this. It's kind of like a like a moral kind of discussion, right? Discussion battles or discussions of concepts of good, right? Rob somebody to feed your family, right? You're a monster to the person that you robbed, but you're a hero to to your family that you fed. So concepts of good and stuff like that, a moral battle, if you will, as he's telling these different types of stories. So yeah.
Or does he end my men to avenge his friend and then sleep knowing he is done and right? When the witch turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she saves them the pain? When a god comes down and makes a fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Does
Right there, that one.
a soldier use a wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans cause he is vile? Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? If I became the monster and threw that guilt away, would that make us stronger? Would it keep our foes at bay?
It's interesting. He said he became the monster and threw that guilt away, right? Because he realized that if he kept going back and forth like this, probably wasn't ever going to be able to make progress. And it's one of the things that's really difficult about being a leader, especially when you have lives on the line, is your decisiveness. And then knowing that sometimes there's not even a really like a very good outcome. Right? Sometimes it's a terrible outcome, but it's the best of two terrible outcomes, right? The lesser of two evils, if you will.
If I became the monster to everyone but us and made sure we got home again, who would care if we're unjust? If I became oh, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. And deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to
see. I didn't get that the first time I heard it when he said he lost his mom. I didn't get it because, yes, so many things make sense. This kind of reminds me, because guys, for those of you that are here on this channel for the first time, I actually started this journey with ruthlessness, and then I was told to go back and start from the beginning. So I did, and then I went back and did a reaction to ruthlessness with newfound knowledge, right? Sometimes, and I swear to you guys, I don't mean this, but sometimes I almost kind of like reacting to the wrong stuff, just so my mind could be even blown later. But it does kind of get annoying though, but
lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll become the monster. I will deal the blow, and I'll become the monster like none they've ever known. So what if I'm the monster lurking deep below? I must become the monster, and then we'll make it home. Penelope,
bringing that back.
I'll become the monster.
Well, guys, what was it? Was Underworld? Yeah, that dang where almost made me cry, man. I don't cry a lot on here, man, but that loss, and then finally understanding of that loss, That actually might be my favorite. See, Underworld might be my new favorite song. I still like the Polyphemus Saga. I really, really liked what he did with the orc. And then as far as like Order, Underworld, the No Longer You might be my favorite in terms of production, just because of how big and grand he made it sound. And I thought Monster was okay. This was pretty cool. It's kind of a good way to end the Underworld Saga, but I'm ready for more. Thank you guys for coming back to for me to check out the animations. See you in this video. Dave's out.